Hello, you're welcome to this episode on purpose, and remember to subscribe to this channel to get notifications of when the new videos arrive. And if you want to learn more about purpose, feel free to go to Isi Igenegba Institute and take my course, Awaken to Your Purpose. The last time we were talking about being found in the midst of two agendas and how you being able to rightly position yourself and understand the context of the agenda of the two kingdoms gives you power to succeed at your calling. This time, I just want to talk a little bit about the same thing, being positioned in time and its relationship with eternity. There's a scripture in Matthew 16. Jesus was talking to the people. He replied, when evening comes, you say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning, today it will be stormy, for the sky is red and overcast. You know how to interpret the appearance of the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs of the times. Now, this was Jesus talking to them about how their purpose is connected to the timing within which they find themselves. And he was saying to them, you are able to interpret the things that are obvious. You can tell when an eclipse is coming. You can tell when a tsunami is coming. He said, but you cannot tell what the sign of the times is. So that is to tell you that every time carries a sign. Every time is a sign pointing you to a future direction. So if you're going to be effective at your purpose, then you must be able to know the signs of the times. Now, the thing about being able to interpret the signs of the times is that you begin with the little signs and the little symbols. So, for example, you are able to study what the cycles of your life look like. So some people have like a 5-year cycle where every 5 years they find out that things kind of shift drastically in their lives. Some people have like a 10-year cycle where every 10 years it's almost like there's an introduction of a new person, a new place, or a new thing, or the bubbling over of a new gift or a grace that introduces you or reintroduces you to the world. Now, some people they're also not like just good cycles. There are also some demonic cycles that show up in the lives of people. There are some families where, like there was a family we're praying with where every 3 years someone dies in a particular month. Now, being able to know what the signs of the times are and the symbols in your life will enable you maximize, seasons. Now, but the cycles and the symbols do not show up only in your life, because you are placed within the context of family, friends, nation, continent, generation. So being able to interpret on multiple levels what the times are on multiple levels, what season is your generation in, what are the prevalent behaviors, prevalent weaknesses, prevalent attributes, prevalent conversations, technological advancements within your generation. Being able to interpret all of this and to plug them into this graph as a variable that will enable you see a path. And you take also the variables around your family and your family history. You take the variables also around your seasons of success. You take all of this and you just kind of like plot it, and then you can see a path ahead of you. And the more you do this, the more you become conscious of this. Remember, I told you to wake up. The more you wake up, to the realization that all of these things exist. You just need to come into consciousness, and you need to have intentionality about stewarding the experiences of your life and the experiences of the environment within which you find yourself. All of these things put together enables you to become effective and skilled at interpreting the signs of the times. Now, how does this connect to purpose? You cannot effectively live out purpose if you are living out your purpose in variation to the purpose of the time. There are things that I would succeed in now that David and Deborah and all of these people who lived in the past would not succeed at. There are things that will work for me in Nigeria that would not work for people in the United States or in Australia, because the context of the sign of our times is different. Now, there are some things that are globally, explosive, and irrespective of the location, it will sit well in the heart of the earth and it will blossom. But there are some things that are subject to locations, to generations, to times, and to the seasons, individual seasons. Now, all of these things enables you to know what you're supposed to do. So there are some things that you would feel like you're supposed to do, but if you understand the signs of the times and you become skilled at interpreting where things are rightly placed, you would know that certain things cannot work within the context of your current environment. And then the fact that it keeps coming up on the inside of you is a revelation that God is probably about to move you to a new location. I look forward to talking to you about purpose. God bless you. Remember, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you click for notifications so that every time a video comes in, you get the video. And follow me on Instagram, Isi Igenegba. Subscribe to receive emails from me. And if you would like to learn about your purpose further, go to my website, isibenedictainstitute.com, and take the course, Awaken to Your Purpose. You get workbooks, you get guides, you get journals, and all the things that you need. So God bless you, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye.